Hey guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Chilling with Black Queen. You are still chilling with your host Black Queen, and today I want us to talk about a topic that's very interesting, that's close to me because I love doing what we're going to talk about today. Today we're talking about communication. We want to see what communication is, who should communicate with who in a relationship, how does communication affect relationships, who should be communicating with who, at what stage, at what level. So with me today, I have a very relevant guest to the topic. My guest can speak. Guys and girls, you know I can speak, but this guy can speak more than I do. He is a facilitator, he is a life coach, he is a consultant, he does speaking at church, he just speaks. Wherever he is, he speaks. I want him to introduce himself. He would do a better introduction of himself than I would do. So, Menier. We say Menier. You understand what Menier means, right?
Just go on.
Welcome to the show, and thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming to be with us today. I know today it's Saturday, and for you Saturday means being at a place of worship, but thank you so much for coming. Can you please tell our viewers who you are?
Well, Black Queen, thank you for giving me time to be here. I am Will Zondo. I am married to a woman.
To a woman?
Yes.
Did you have to say a woman?
A woman.
Why?
I'm a man. To a?
Why do you have to say a
And
woman?
she's my queen. You're the queen, but she's my queen. All right, we're here to talk.
All right.
All right.
So you are a man married to a woman.
That's
The
right.
woman you refer to as your queen, but she's not Black Queen, right?
She is actually.
No, she can't
You
be.
see your brown?
She-
She's my dark brown queen.
I'm not a dark brown,
Right.
I'm a Black Queen. Point of correction.
Okay.
Anyway.
I can take it. Okay.
Anyway, so who is Will Zondo?
Alright,
Yeah,
alright,
besides
alright.
being married to your queen, who is, I hope she's listening. She will be listening. I
Well,
hope she
I'm
realizes
hoping,
that
I'm
she is
hoping,
now
I'm
a
hoping.
queen. Who is Will Zondo then?
Well, Will Zonda is a speaker, as you said, a life coach. I listen, because what I do is communicate. Simply communicate.
Okay,
Ask questions. Where you going? What do you want?
okay,
What's your life all about?
okay,
So communication to me is what I do. So I coach, I consult, I
okay,
help, assist, I work in the community.
okay.
I find in a community where I am, wherever I am, I find myself working with people.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Will. And guys and girls, you heard it. You have seen it yourself. He can speak. I don't know if he can speak or he can talk, but he can communicate. What he does for a living is communication. So please do not go anywhere, because we want to see how Mr. Will's communication team up with what we're talking about today, relationships. How does his communication and communication of everybody else affects relationships? So please don't go anywhere. Still chill with us more as we go for our ad break. Welcome back, guys and girls. Before the break, he introduced himself, Mr. Will Zondo, and I will be chilling with him. And as I have mentioned earlier on, we'll be talking about communication. How does communication affect a relationship? So, Mr. Will, welcome back.
Thank you.
You mentioned that you are married.
Yes.
If I may ask, how many years have you been married now?
Let me count. 1, 2.
That's meant for you. Guys and girls,
12, hey, 12, come
men
on now.
has this thing of forgetting how many years they've been married. I hope he got it incorrectly, because his wife is going to smack him when he gets home.
We
Because
just
I am
love our wives.
I am sure he didn't get it right, but he said 12. So you've been married for 12
Yes,
years.
ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am.
in these 12 years, you talk
A lot.
a lot. So at home, who talks more, you or the wife?
She starts.
She starts the talking.
That's right.
Okay, when you say she starts, is this now what guys always talk about women, that we talk a lot? Because I have been accused of talking a lot as well. When you say she starts, what does she talk about?
But I tell you what, She talks about what she feels and how she feels.
She talks about her feelings.
Yes,
So
right.
she's always open about how she feels.
That's right.
You work with people, you talk all the time. For a living, you talk. But now at home, do you also talk about your feelings like she does? Because I have heard, stand to be corrected, that men are not too open to their feelings like women are. Are you also in that category, or you're a different man?
Well, I am indifferent same time.
Okay.
However, I found that it is not easy for a lady to take when a man is expressing a feeling, so it seems like we're accusing. And so there's kind of defense that comes up. Are you with me?
Let me get that. When a man expresses his feelings to a woman, it feels like the man is accusing a woman of
Exactly.
something.
As if she's not doing something right in the house.
So could that be the reason why most men don't like to talk about their feelings?
Partly, but also we don't go for training to talk.
Okay.
One, women, I think they are not trained to talk, but generally, you find 6 women, all of them talking and they can understand each other. Guess what I do with my wife? Honey,
I can
it's my
relate to
turn.
this. I can relate to
Can I
that.
talk? You know?
She
And
doesn't
you're doing
give
it,
you a
and you're doing it right.
I do.
Okay.
I'm a woman. Please bear with me. So this you would say it's a woman thing to talk.
Yes.
We don't wait for a 10. We just talk.
No. It's like there is an chemistry
Okay?
that you feel this, it must come out.
Immediately. You don't wait.
Immediately.
You don't wait.
It just get brrr. It's like, okay, can you disconnect for a change from your feelings and what you want to say?
So now, you know what, girls, I hope you are listening. Here comes a man here saying all these things about us, but I am guilty. There's one thing I'm guilty of. I can't be quiet. There's someone who always says to me, Nomi, stop talking. Anyway, Mr. Will, now coming back to generally,
Yeah.
marriages. You said you coach people.
Yeah.
You said you do motivations and all that. And in church also you work with couples.
Yeah.
So definitely you come across different couples with different stages of relationships and all that. This is not based personally on your experience, but generally, and also in your experience, if you want to talk about that, at which stage do we communicate in a relationship? Can we say we have an effective communication?
Whew. That question is broad, because what I've picked up is I decided before I even got married that I would tell my woman what I don't want,
Okay.
what I want, what I like, how I like it.
Okay.
Because you have to decide prior to communicate that.
All right, you have to decide what you want, what you want and what you don't want, and what you want to talk about and what you don't want to talk about,
Exactly.
even before you utter the words.
That's it.
Okay.
So when you sit on the table and you can say, this is what it is,
Okay.
and she gets to understand.
Okay.
And then in the relationship, when things are happening, she knows you can communicate
Okay.
and you can say what you want.
Okay.
And by then we agree with my wife that I've got the right to say, no, I don't want.
So you can still say no, I don't want.
That's it.
Arrogantly?
No.
Are you
Not
sure?
arrogantly, but,
Are you
but,
sure?
but no. It's like she comes and says, could you please do set up, baby? I don't feel like doing it. You know, baby, there has to be a baby
So
in
you
there.
so you can say you can still say no, but in a very polite and loving manner. Say like, baby, I don't want to do it, or baby, I will not do it. You don't have to say I will not do it, but you can still say no.
Even better.
So it's okay to say no to your
It's
partner.
okay. In fact, there's a better way of saying it. Baby, do you see this list here? I'm still doing it. So what you're asking me, I'll put it on the last here.
Oh, okay.
Are you with
I
me?
will still do it,
I will
but
still
not
do it.
now.
But not now.
Later, my baby, please wait for me. But in that process, you are not fighting with her.
Mm-mm. And you're actually saying no without saying no.
Wow. How do you then feel when she says no to you? Let's exchange roles now. You want her to do something now. You want it done now. You want it said now. And she says to you, my baby, please, no, not now. How do you feel?
I suppose it depends with the urgency and the what we call you look at the thing that you're looking for. How much is it going to impact both of your lives?
Okay.
Because whatever you're asking for, has an impact in the life.
Okay.
So she will also understand this has got an impact, but this he just wanted She's got the right to say, baby, sorry.
I know for a fact that I've heard that women are petty. I've heard that women are petty. We always ask for this petty. We always have these petty requests and petty things. Is it true?
It's petty but real and very simple. But also it's like, honey, you can actually do that.
Oh.
Yeah. She was like, but I'm asking you.
Should you be saying that? Should you be saying that? Hello, you can actually do that yourself. Then you have to ask me.
No. What I'm saying is, as we're talking,
yeah,
I'm saying because I'm busy. She's asking me to do it. I said, you can do that because I'm doing this. And she says, but I'm asking you, my husband.
Okay.
So
all right.
There's that connection. So you can decide there. That's why I'm saying you set the tone from the beginning.
You set the tone.
There must be a surprise in the relationship.
In the relationship. Okay. You've been married for 12 years.
Yes.
Surely there were days. We have days. We have moments.
Yeah.
When it's those days, what happens? Who should communicate how? How should the communication be done when it's those days?
Let's agree. There are days where I look at my wife and ask myself, why did I marry you?
Okay. I like that. I like that, and you are honest about it because everybody feels that. I'm sure.
I'm like, why am I still here? But then there's a key word: commitment. Love may be flat down, but commitment must always be high.
Oh wow.
So you can communicate anything else, but as long as you're committed, you do not break that. Because love will rise again.
Okay.
You'll come back with, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And you're looking beautiful.
The magic words. And you look beautiful. I like the last part. You still say you look beautiful. Me? Thank you, Mr. Zondo. Your wife shouldn't hear that. Anyway. So what you're saying is even if you are at that moment,
yes,
but because of the commitment that you have to your partner, you will still be able to talk amicably with her. You don't have to shout. You don't have to be arrogant about it, but you still stand. You still say what you want to say. She must still get the message loud and clear.
That's right. You can remember we deal with emotions.
Okay.
So the emotions, when they are high, everybody will shout. But you've got to be present and realize that, okay, I'm shouting now.
Oh, that are you saying now that you should communicate with yourself?
Yes, internal communication. There's the intra and the inter-communication.
Wow, Mr. Zondo. Guys and girls, we had you. You can talk. But anyway, there's something important that he mentioned there. Talking to self. He mentioned commitment. There is love, there is commitment. He mentioned prior communication with self that will set the tone. He's saying you cannot communicate. You have to say no. You can say no, but you must set the tone. Well, guys and girls, let's go for an ad break. It's getting hot in here. And when we come back from the ad break, we will still hear more from Mr. Will. So don't go anywhere. Chill with us more as we go for an ad break. Welcome back, guys and girls. Before the break, we said something very interesting about this communication with Mr. Will. He was talking about setting the tone. I love that, setting the tone for communication. He said he did it even before he got married. I'm sure we can learn from that. Mr. Will, you talked about setting a tone. This tone you were setting about, we were talking about what happens at home, in a home setup. It's you and your wife as you are at home. Now, here is Black Queen visiting at your house. Maybe Black Queen comes with her husband, or she comes with her kids, or any other person comes visit at your house. How does this communication work in those instances? Because remember, Black Queen comes to your house. Black Queen might be doing something that in your house shouldn't be done, and so the communication, how does it go there in between you and your partner with someone else present? I'm there, or whoever else is there, and the two of you have to find about what to offer me. You want to offer me coffee, she wants to offer me tea. Anyway, I don't mind any of those two when I come to your house. But now, how does that communication work now? Remember, having that in mind, that tone that was set from the beginning, how does it work now when there's other people around?
Well, I suppose when other people are around, they're coming into a set environment that's set.
Okay.
So in other words, there are no conflicts of interest. So in other words, if she's in the kitchen, and all she does is send me to do things.
Okay.
So she says, you say you want coffee, and that's what you get, because she will set the tone.
Okay.
I act to it.
She sets the tone.
That's it.
And you let her set the tone.
That's it.
You are not a man that cannot have a woman setting the tone.
No.
So what if now in that space of her setting the tone in that kitchen, you feel like she's been asking me 4 times now in less than 30 minutes to do different things. These are my friends. She's embarrassing me. How could she be ordering me around like this in front of my friends? Then what? Should one best in that instance, or should you call her on the side, or how should you communicate in that environment?
Well, let me put it this way. I've never reached a stage whereby I feel that she's pushing.
Okay.
This is the reason why. How I relate with her, she also knows when
Okay.
and how
All right.
to request so many things.
Okay.
I'm sitting with my friends. If she requests 10, 20 minutes, 20 times, there must be a reason.
Yes.
And when I'm there, I can say, honey, are you okay? Now, I need also to understand what's going on.
Okay. Let's say, for argument's sake, before I came in, you had an argument.
Yeah.
Right? And you're still high up. But now because I come in, now you have to shift. And in that process of you guys shifting, not necessarily you, but any other couple,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure you have experienced other couples' relationships as well. In that process of you shifting,
Yeah.
in my presence, trying so much to suppress the anger that you still have towards her, at that time, because whatever you were arguing about is still not yet resolved. And then a guest comes in, someone else comes in. How should we as couples,
I think there is an aspect of emotional intelligence that one has to add to it.
okay?
Whereby, like I said, we self-talk now.
Yes.
You have to self-talk. Okay, I've got an issue with my wife, not with a visitor.
Okay.
And at that point in time, she also has to say, okay, we have to put that aside and deal with it later.
Deal with it later.
Later.
So when I'm there, put up the smiling face, act as if everything is normal.
Fake it.
Fake it.
That's
And
the word.
then what happens when I say bye?
And when she says bye, or you say bye, we come back and say, come back, let's resolve this.
So you start from scratch.
Honestly,
If
remember.
before I came in, what I'm coming to is, if before I came in your spirits were high up here, I came with peace here, and I was, whatever we were talking about while I was here, there was some peace in the house. When I leave, do you guys go back to that note you were at, or you still resolve it, but now on a lighter note?
No, I'll give you an example. This is what we do sometimes.
Yeah.
Can we communicate? Can we talk about what happened?
Okay.
Because you have to ask for that as well. Remember?
Oh, you ask permission for that.
It's not.
You don't just barge in and talk.
standard, but you've got to say, can we talk about what happened?
Okay, like on TV, they would say on movies.
Exactly.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not permission, but it's polite. It's love.
Okay.
And she says, okay, now, because my wife talks, I put the keys and say, honey, once I've got my keys in my hands, I've got the right to talk. I've got the floor. Don't
Okay.
say a word. Because
Alright.
she jumps in,
Okay.
you know.
She's a woman.
Yeah.
Bear with her.
And then she's got the keys, the
Okay.
same thing. She can talk. So then at that point, do you know how we do it? What actually went wrong? What happened? Why are we fighting? Why are we misunderstanding?
So this person is gone now.
It's gone now.
Okay, but when the
The
other
emotions
person,
have calmed down. you know?
okay. So now what I'm coming to is the presence of another person might at some point bring down your whatever emotions you had.
Yes.
So it might help as well.
It might help, and most
Okay.
of the times it does help.
It does help most of the
It
time.
does help.
And this now goes for when you are maybe visiting. Let's say for argument's sake, you're visiting somewhere, or you are in church or whatever, and she does something you're not comfortable with, or you don't like, and something she knows that you wouldn't have liked her to do that. How do you react? Do you react immediately, or you wait for you guys to get home, or you wait for you guys to get into the car, or how do you do it?
There are times you have to react immediately, as in, can I have a word?
Okay, politely still.
Yes, can I have a word? And she comes to the judge and says,
Okay.
I don't like what you did.
But we shouldn't be but nobody should be
It's
saying
private
that.
now. Yes.
Okay.
And when
So-
you turn around, it's like, okay, I'll see you.
Someone told me I just WhatsApp her.
If you can.
Yeah, I just said he also said stop what you're doing right now. So she will get from the tone of the text message. Would you recommend that as well?
I think that even if you're not in a position to stop and say, can we talk?
Okay.
Send a WhatsApp and she checks it and it will say, okay, she has to calm down. Funny enough, I have not found ourselves, me and my wife, in such situation.
In the 12 years?
Yeah.
Wow, guys, how do you do it? How do you
I don't
do
know,
it?
because we respect each other's space.
Okay.
And if she's making mistakes, she's a human being.
You accept
And
that
it's
she's a
okay.
human being.
Yes.
Okay.
And then they're gonna go, honey, that was a boob. What's up?
All right. Okay.
I said, what do you mean? Then I point to you and say, oh, yeah, I didn't see it.
I didn't say that
You know?
at the time. So, I don't even know what to say. But anyway, I'm just trying now to, from everything that we have spoken about, what advice would you give to any couple out there in any kind of relationship in pertaining to what we're talking about today?
Well, like I say, set the tone in your communication. Decide how you will communicate.
Okay.
In other words, also decide where you will communicate. It's important.
Okay. Where?
Yeah, you cannot fight in the bedroom. I mean, I've heard this, but I've seen it working.
Okay.
And you have to say, we're not taking to the bedroom.
Not to the bedroom.
Yeah, when we got in there, it's our peace and tranquil time.
Okay.
We may not talk, but let's just be quiet.
Wow.
You know? But guess
So,
what? When sleeping, she goes like, I can't sleep.
Is there anything wrong in saying, listen, we cannot, now it's 12 o'clock, we haven't resolved this. Can't we resolve this till before tomorrow morning so that when we wake up tomorrow morning, we wake up at peace?
There's nothing wrong.
But we will be in the bedroom. Do we have to wake up and go to the lounge
Not
now?
necessarily. Sometimes you're sitting, in other words, you have to be flexible. Flexibility is
Okay.
important in a relationship.
But how important is it to you that if there was any issue that was not resolved, how important is it to you that it's resolved before you wake up the next morning?
Very important.
Very important.
Very
so you would
crucial.
advise people to make sure that before they wake up tomorrow morning,
Because
that
if
is
we don't,
resolved.
she takes a bath in the morning, she goes to work without saying a word.
And that kills what? But that's
Oh.
fine. That's fine.
I'm
You can also
thinking,
do the same.
no.
You can also do the same. That's
Okay.
fine.
As I say, you see, communication has what we think and what we say.
Okay.
You know, we think and then we say.
Okay.
We think and then we say. And our emotions control our behaviors and what we do.
Okay.
Are you with me?
All
so
right.
when you think, you act in emotions and you
And
say
then you
things.
say it.
So when you
Okay.
start thinking right, you'll behave right. You do the right things.
Oh, wow.
Even if in a wrong situation.
Okay. Even
Sometimes
in a
it
wrong
means
situation,
shut up, don't say a word.
it's still fine.
It's still fine.
It's still communication.
It's okay.
All right, Mr. Zondo, thank you so much for your time. And I know that you had to be somewhere very important. I respect that. And
That's fine.
from me, Black Queen,
Yes, Black Queen.
and the rest of the crew and the
Yes.
team of the show Chilling with Black Queen, we'd love to say thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
madam.
time. I hope that you will enjoy whatever drinks you use on that, be it cold or warm. I don't want to go into details with that.
I'm not left-handed, by the way. Huh?
It's
So
okay.
this been designed for left-handed.
You-
It's great actually because it's
You'll
gonna
be
be looking
looking-
at
That was the whole idea, for you to look at Black Queen while you are
can-
drinking.
So my queen cannot see.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And you will be smiling at that Black Queen. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you
Zondo,
very
for your
much.
time.
That's it.
Well, guys and girls, wow, we heard it from Mr. Zondo. He said a lot of things. But what I've learned from what he said today, which I hope you have also learned, guys and girls, is that set a tone for your communication even before you start talking. He mentioned that when you talk, whatever you talk about is something that you first thought of. And he mentioned that if you are in the midst of other people, control your emotions. And he also said something very important. Not talking also is talking. Communication, silence is also communication. One other thing that he reiterated that I have heard before, bedroom is not a place to do your unpleasant communication. I'm not saying it's not a place for communication, but those unpleasant ones, we don't take them to the bedroom. Well, that's all for today, guys and girls. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, stick on there. Be with us again on next Friday while we're chilling again with a Black Queen, with a different guest. different topic and reality about real life experiences, please do not forget to go on our Facebook page, Chilling with Black Queen, and please leave your comments. We'd love to learn from you. Remember, the aim of the show is not just to entertain, but it's also to motivate and learn. So we want to learn from you. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, Chilling with Black Queen, and on our Instagram page, Chilling with _Black Queen. From me, Black Queen, and the rest of the Chilling with Black Queen team, stay blessed.